my whole life I've been on the go. I mean, to me, to have 9 things to do in a day was typical, and that included teaching full-time as an English and journalism teacher. My passion has been square dancing for years, actually from the time I was 8 years old on in Kansas. I was born in Dodge City, Kansas, and I came to Colorado and found out I could dance out here. And so I have loved going square dancing and then round dancing, which is choreographed ballroom dancing. I started getting tired and then realizing I couldn't dance a whole night of dancing. And so I was thinking, yeah, that's not my normal lifestyle. Indicators for me were when I thought, why am I having trouble going up and down stairs? Because that's never been something I could run up and down stairs. But I just didn't have energy. I just didn't feel very good. And I can't tell you exactly the time frame, but my left foot, I realized that I had 2 toes that were turning black. And I'm going, this is not good. And furthermore, I couldn't walk, I couldn't dance. I mean, my quality of life from what was my normal life, it was not there anymore. So I went to my foot doctor, and she said, I think you need to see somebody about circulation because you're not having any circulation. And therefore, Dr. Varney recommended Dr. Kovaleski. So it was, and I didn't even know. I mean, he had this title. I didn't even know what his specialty was. So when I first met him, I just cannot say enough about, there's just an ease and rapport with him. He's a good guy and a tall guy and a big guy, but he's not intimidating, other than I'm very impressive with his knowledge. And when he said, I just love arteries, and I think you and I are going to become good friends. And I thought, I'm so glad you just love arteries, because I just need to get my legs moving again. And so that was our first encounter. And I have to be honest, I was nervous about the first surgery, but he said, I've done this before. Thank heavens, he loves arteries and he's done it before. And so when I went in, he was able to use this miniature, as I only had lay terms for it, miniature roto-rooter into my left leg, and he was able to open up the blockage, and said almost immediately the flow started. Unfortunately, the circulation had been cut off to my toes long enough that I ended up losing the ends of them. But if it hadn't have been for him and his surgery, I would have lost this whole foot. He said, we need to get you up and walking, but we're going to need to do the other leg. My quality of life was not anything at all. I mean, and so again, he is so good about saying, let's be optimistic, let's look what we can do, let's see what we can do. And as soon as he was able to get back in and open up the artery in my right leg, which by that time the ultrasound showed was pretty well 100% blocked, and I wasn't walking at all. I was able to, I could start feeling tingling, and I could start feeling, there's really something happening. And it's taken a couple of times, but each time he says, we're going to get you back up walking, we're going to get you back up dancing. And for me, just recently, it was the Hall of Fame dance for the Denver Area Square Dance Council, and I got to dance. And and in the meantime, I've been able to walk and actually do more and more walking without even a walker. So when he says, let's see if we can get you going independently, it's that support. And I just can't say enough positive things about the guy, because there's times when I could have been down, but thanks to him and his staff, whether he picks his staff or somebody else has, he's got a darn good staff here, and all of the staff have just really been very supportive for me. And all I have now is hopes to continue being able to dance more, walk more, and get back to an active life like I used to have.